If you're even thinking about getting into the small cap market and you want to start day trading, please do not until you watch this video all the way through. For context, my name is Andrew. For the past 15 months, I've back tested over 4,111 small cap breakouts, and I've been a day trader for the past 6 years now. And by back testing all of the data and tracking things like time of day, free flow, market cap, 5-minute candles, 1-minute candles, I think it's safe to say that I found a thing or two that's going to help you out in this video. By filtering through this data, I've been able to find 5 setups that I trade actively with my one-on-one students every day that have around a 65 to 70% win rate. And I'm going to reveal a couple things that you can start looking at right now. So grab your paper and your pen and let's go ahead and write this down. Now, to give you a live example, go ahead and pull up your Webull desktop app if you have Webull or just whatever broker you trade with. And I want you to pull up ticker MMA. Today's August the 20th when I'm making this video. And I want you to go over to the 5-minute time frame. For me, I'm what you would call a continuation trader. I never trade this initial move here. Most of the time when stocks pop on breaking news, the people who get into the first initial move, those are going to be scalpers. I'm much more of a day trader. That's why I typically trade on the 5-minute time frame, which means I hold my stocks for a little bit longer. I can be in a stock anywhere from 2 minutes all the way up to a couple hours. Like today, in my trades today, I held one stock for less than 2 minutes, and the other stock I had to hold for 45 minutes. So I don't get in on this first initial move. What I like to wait for after a stock is up more than 17% or more for the day, and it's on the top gainers list, I'll wait for at least one pullback on the 5-minute time frame. After that stock pulls back, I set a high, not at the top of the wick, but at the body. I set a horizontal line there and I set an alert. That way, if the price ever breaks through this prior level of resistance, then I will get alerted. And the easy way to think about this if you're brand new to the market is this stock is moving. Everybody's buying. At what point do we have more sellers than buyers? And it was at this level right here because we didn't have enough buying pressure for this move to continue. So now, if you just take generic advice on YouTube or on Google, people are going to tell you that if the stock breaks through that level, generic advice is going to say there's a good chance that it could get continuation. And after tracking 4,111 breakouts, I can assure you that that is not true from all of the data that I've tracked. There's very specific things that you need to be looking for. So when I first started this, there were many variables that I could have taken a look at. I could have added 100 different indicators, but I just wanted easy things that I could look at on my Webull broker. So some of the most obvious things were time of day the stock broke out, free flow, and the market cap as well. So let's start with free flow. The first thing that I found is that you really want to focus on stocks with free flow below 50 million. So go over to the Webull platform, you go over to quotes, and for any stock, you'll be able to see the free float over here on the right-hand side. You can see the free flow for this stock is right there at 21 million. So let me pull this down a little bit so you can see. And then the market cap also needs to be below 50 million as well. The market cap for this stock is currently 15.2 million. So as this stock starts to move up, I'm over here watching the top gainers list. I've already scanned through all of the market, putting my breakout levels in. I had already identified that the market cap was good, the free float was good, and then also from all of the data, I track all of the stocks that are under $20. So if it's over $20, I also don't touch it as well. This stock was under $1, so it fits well within that price range. Now, on top of that as well, so free float, market cap, we also need to take a look at the time of day. So if we take a look at time of day, the way I count this is the time that the stock broke out above the prior level of resistance. So it set this resistance level at 9:10 a.m. before market open. This was in pre-market, pulls all the way back here, and then breaks out. And the time that this stock broke out was 10:05 a.m. That's the time that it confirmed the breakout. So one thing that I wanted to know was, does that have a direct correlation to win rate? I mean, does pre-market have the same win rate as 9 a.m. to 9:30, 9:30 to 10, so on and so forth? So that's something that I went through and I back tested. And one of my bread and butter setups that I like to trade is called the Greenlight Special. This is the exact dashboard for it. Over the past 135 trades, 91 of them have run for 15% with a 67% win rate. Now, something I want you to notice here is that I filtered through the time range here, and these are the different time frames that I have selected. 9:30 a.m. to 10. 11 to 12. All of this is in EST, by the way. 10:31 to 11 a.m. and 9:01 to 9:30. You'll notice that I don't trade from 7 to 8. I don't trade from 8 to 9. I don't trade from 10:01 to 10:30 or 6 to 7 a.m. or 12 to 3 or 3 to 4. And the reason why is because if we click on those time frames, let's start with the example that I just gave you. MMA broke above that level at 10:05. So watch this win rate right here. It's at 67%. Watch I go over the time frame here, and I'm going to click only on 10:01 to 10:30, and the numbers are going to calculate for you, and you're going to be able to see the difference. So once we let this load, you'll see that the win rate just went from 67% down to 44.6% over the past 47 trades that I tracked that fit the exact criteria for free float, market cap, time of day. And by the way, this is like the example of the perfect breakout. And what I mean by that is like the 5-minute candle not only broke above our breakout level, but also the 1-minute candles were closing green and trending green into this breakout. Like, you could not ask for a better breakout. You were getting continuation on both the 5-minute and the 1-minute time frame, and it still only had a 44.6% win rate during that time frame. And that's exactly why I skip over 10:01 to 10:30. But the only reason why I know that is because I've went through and I've back tested the data. So whatever strategy that you're currently trading right now, it could actually be profitable, but maybe it's only profitable during certain time frames, just like mine. So for this specific strategy, I look for it from 9:01 to 10 a.m. and then I take a break from 10:01 to 10:30, and then I come back from 10:30 and I trade this all the way till 12. You may be asking, well, what about the other time frames, Andrew? Well, let's go through. Let's go right here to 6 to 7 a.m. Out of the 31 trades, 11 of them broke out perfectly above the level on the 5-minute time frame. The 1-minute candles were trending green as well, and it only had a 35% win rate. So if you're asking, is it worth it to go trade small caps early in the morning from 6 to 7 a.m. from all of the data that I've tracked? This is when a stock breaks out perfectly. And again, I've tracked over 4,000 plus. This is just this specific strategy. It still only has a 35% win rate, so I don't trade it there. If we go to 7 to 8 a.m., you only have a 44% win rate. 8 to 9 a.m., a little bit higher, 47% win rate, but you can still see it's not worth it for me to trade during those time frames. So time frame has a massive direct correlation to win rate when it comes to when a stock is breaking out. So before you ever think about trading small caps, I want you to take a couple notes from this video. Number one, identify the market cap and the free float of the stock way before you trade it. And then from there, identify what time the stock is breaking out above its prior level of resistance if you're trading on the 5-minute time frame. If that is before 9 a.m. EST, there is a very high chance, I repeat, very high chance that this is a coin flip if it's going to continue after that 5-minute candle closes above your breakout level and gives you confirmation. If it's after 12 p.m., for the first 12 months of me tracking, I used to track all the stocks that broke out after 12 p.m. I did not see an edge after 12 p.m. as well. 9 a.m. to 12 has been the most consistent time frame. But the big thing you should be getting from this video is that instead of just believing anybody about their strategy and it being profitable, you should really learn how to backtest your strategy yourself. And that's exactly what I teach my one-on-one students. So hopefully you wrote this down, you're taking notes. If you guys are interested in learning all of my setups, you guys want to trade with me live every single day, Monday through Friday, so you can go out there and identify these setups for yourself and not only find setups that are working, but also be able to identify setups that are not working, then click that link down below for one-on-one training. I got 7 one-on-one students looking to take on a couple more. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one.